Hi everyone, it's Willow, wise woman, intuitive psychic, and empath, and this is Sagittarius reading for January 2025. Okay. All right. So I have a spread that I've created. These are the spreads that I use when I give personal private readings, and typically this gives about 3 to 6 months out. However, for these videos, this is for 1 month at a time. Okay. All right, for Sagittarius 2025, what's happening here? Okay. Now, for anyone that has not seen me read before, I read intuitively, which means, my card fell, of course, which means I read sideways, upside down, diagonal, everything, okay? And so, however the cards land, they all have a representation for me, okay? All right, so let's finish this up. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. And one more, please. Okay. Okay. They're telling me to get from a different deck for the final card. All right, so, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, your first card, Sagittarius, you got 2 cards for your beginning. The first one was Omens and Messages. That came out in reverse, so that's telling me that you're not listening to like the signs and symbols and the omens and the messages that you know that you're supposed to listen to. And this is, what is this? Ohms and messages and angelic. The number 11 is coming in, so this is a reminder. So when you see 11s, that you need to listen to the signs, symbols, omens, and messages that you're getting. What are these messages about? They're about forgiveness. Now, you are very aware of this because this came out sideways, which tells me that you're aware, Sagittarius, that you need to do some forgiveness work, but you're just not listening and ready. So why is that? Well, restriction came up for that. And what that is saying is that you feel like you are restricted, and that you're not quite ready. Restriction coming in reverse is telling me that there isn't any reason why you can't forgive and move forward and listen to your intuition and the guidance that you're getting, but that you are restricting yourself, so that you are struggling. And my throat is really tight right now. As an empath, I feel sense and hear energy. So sometimes when I'm reading, I tap into the collective energy. So for a lot of you Sagittariuses, you don't feel like you can express yourself and speak so that you can purge to get the forgiveness, if that makes sense. Moving forward, how are you going to manage this in January? Like, you're going to feel like you know that you need to listen, but you're really struggling. You're kind of putting yourself in a restrictive manner. This is about you. Again, Lady of the Lake came out in sideways, a little diagonal, which tells me that you are really working up the courage to not only realize the truth, but take responsibility and the courage to speak the truth. And you know that this is a risk move. Like, you feel like this is a risky move. And the reason for that is you will feel like you won't be loved if you speak your truth. This comes from childhood wound. So this month in January 2025, you're kind of facing those childhood wounds that You know that you need to purge so that you can create forgiveness and move forward in your life, but you're really struggling with the fear or the risk that, you know, you won't be loved or accepted if you express this, okay? Um, what will aid you and help you to do this? The cat comes out sideways, and that is about you being independent, but also creating boundaries. So I'm getting a sense that you struggle with boundaries, like you either let I feel like you're more of a codependent kind of energy, and we need to put boundaries so that we don't feel so restricted and depend on other people making us feel a certain way. We need to become independent for ourselves and trust ourselves. Okay. um, Finances look pretty decent. Came up right slightly to the side, so you know, I see finances are decent. I don't see anything alarming there. um, there's part of you that if you'll work through this forgiveness part, you will really come to shine and really kind of break free. um, but you're not grounded. So there's a lot of, again, this goes back to childhood. This, for the Sagittariuses, this is a big childhood wound where we don't feel safe, we don't feel grounded, um, we don't trust ourselves or others, or that we will be, that we're not feeling adequate. So there is some part of you that needs to go back and heal the childhood wound. So in January, we may be facing, for Sagittarius's rather, you may be facing some childhood wounds that will allow you to heal, okay? So it looks like for January 2025, Sages, there's some childhood wound healing coming to the forefront. I hope this helps. If you like this video, please like, share, or comment. I will also post this on my Facebook page. And if you'd like a private reading, the contact information is in the description box. And in the meantime, blessed be.